In this stage, the attacker relies on a persistent connection with the compromised system to ensure that they can continue to maintain their control. To be effective, the attacker must have a two-way communication channel with the exploited system that remains on the compromised system for a long period of time without being discovered. I know you're asking yourself this question. Really? Why do we need that? We just exploited the system. Isn't this enough? Well, it is enough for a pentester, maybe. But hackers will proceed further for sure. Let's discuss this with more details. The compromised systems probably will be patched later, right? So the exploitation will fail after that. Some exploits only work once, and sometimes the exploitation causes the system to fail, making the vulnerability unusable. Also, attackers may need to return multiple times for the same target for various reasons. The target's usefulness is not always immediately known at the time it is compromised. The attacker will watch and learn from his victim activities. Okay, enough talking. It's demo time. Let's see some practical examples. For persistence, we will use the netcat application. Let's see if netcat is installed on our target system. Yes, it is. If someone tries to connect from the outside to the inside the network, the firewall will not allow it, right? Hackers are not stupid. They will try to connect back from the inside of the internal network to the outside world, to a listener located at the attacker's host. In this way, the attacker will bypass the firewall. Let's see how to do that using netcat. In fact, we need to execute two commands for this to work. On the attacker machine, we will start a listener. The "-l" argument is used to specify that netcat should listen for an incoming connection rather than initiate a connection to a remote host. The "v" argument is for verbose, and the "p" option specifies the source port that netcat should use, which is 4444 in this case. At this moment, netcat is listening for any connections coming from the victim's machine. Let's switch back to the victim's machine and try to connect to this listener. In this example, I'm using the "n" argument, telling netcat not to do any DNS or service lookups on any specified addresses, followed by the IP address of the attacker machine and the port number that we specified in the listener. Finally, the "-e" is used to specify the file name to execute after the connection is established. Let's switch back to the attacker terminal. Voila! Now we have a permanent connection with our target.